Saw Bamba and Cardiff City celebrate credit. Getty Images Neil Warnock stands on the verge of a record 8th career promotion after Cardiff put themselves in pole position to accompany Wolverhampton Wanderers automatically into the Premier League thanks to a nerveless display which leaves them, tantalisingly, just a single victory away from a return to the top flight. Morrison proved to be the unlikely goal hero, the Cardiff skipper finding the net in each half to ensure Warnock's side go into the final day of the season as favourites to avoid recourse to the playoffs after reclaiming second place. Victory at home to struggling Reading next Sunday will confirm their place back in the top flight after a 4-year absence. Anything less leaves the way open for Fulham, who trail them by a single point and who travel to Birmingham City on the back of a 23-game unbeaten run stretching back to before Christmas. "It's in our own hands now and we can't ask for any more than that," said an elated Warnock. "It wasn't pretty at times, but at this stage of the season it's all about the result. Everyone has kept expecting us to fall away, and we've had setbacks along the way, but this set of lads don't know when they're beaten. We're like a rush, we just won't go away. Next Sunday will be massive for everyone. I don't think it's sunk in yet what will be at stake, but both us and Fulham have got hard games because Birmingham and Reading each need a point to be safe, so they'll be scrapping for their lives." Fulham were a distant 18 points behind the Welshmen at the outset of their impressive sequence of results, which saw them momentarily climb into the top 2 on Friday night following a 2-1 victory over already relegated Sunderland. Despite a recent stutter, Cardiff have maintained a consistent run of their own since the turn of the year, and replaced their promotion rivals as the best of the rest behind Nuno Espirito Santo's champions thanks to another typically robust, character-filled display against a Hull side with little to play for after averting the threat of dropping 2 divisions in as many seasons earlier in the month. Warnock took charge 18 months ago with Cardiff second bottom in the championship, but such has been their transformation under the 69-year-old, they sit on the verge of a promotion he concedes will top any of the previous 7 he has achieved, twice with Notts County and once each with Scarborough, Huddersfield, Plymouth, Sheffield United and QPR. As they have done all season, Cardiff displayed commendable resolve to see out a victory which finally extinguished Aston Villa's lingering hopes of avoiding the playoffs in order to seal a Premier League return, although they had shown little in terms of attacking threat before Morrison put them in front. The centre-back's deadlock-breaking goal owed more to desire as any great skill, as he appeared to simply want the ball more than any of his would-be markers when rising highest among a melee of players to head home and inviting Joe Rall's corner in the 32nd minute. In a contest of few clear-cut chances, they almost doubled the advantage in the 8 minutes of stoppage time at the end of a first period that saw both sides forced into early changes as Hull defender Angus MacDonald, with a dislocated shoulder, and Cardiff midfielder Aaron Gunnarsson, with a knee injury, departed. Gunnarsson's exit casts doubt on the Iceland international's participation in the World Cup this summer. Aaron Gunnarsson picks up an injury which could rule him out of the World Cup. Credit, PA, it was innocuous with Aaron, Warnock added. "We knew it was bad because he doesn't usually go down." The lively Junio Hoylett was the beneficiary of a fine run and cross from Nathaniel Mendez-Laing, and although the forward struck his angled drive well, Alan McGregor produced a reaction save to maintain the deficit at a single goal. Fraser Campbell, who was part of the Cardiff squad to last clinch promotion to the top flight in 2013, should have done better with an early chance, but was denied by a meaty block from Saul Bamba, who atoned for an initial mistake which presented the Hull forward with a clear shot on goal from a dozen yards. Other than half-hearted penalty appeals when Liverpool lone midfielder Harry Wilson went down under challenge from Joe Bennett, Hull lacked a cutting edge, and were increasingly pushed onto the back foot. McGregor saved well at his near post immediately after the break to deny Mendez-Laing's follow-up from a narrow angle, after initially blocking a header from Callum Patterson, as Cardiff pressed for a nerve-soothing second. "Alan made some great saves," added Warnock. "I asked him why he didn't do more like that when he played for us." Morrison scores Cardiff's first goal. Credit, PA. Hull belatedly pressed for an equalizer, but were unable to find a way past a well-drilled and utterly resilient backline where Bamba and Morrison again led by example. Camille Grosicki saw a late effort blocked by Lee Peltier as, not for the first time, a player clad in blue selflessly threw his body on the line in aid of the greater cause. Victory was sealed 10 minutes from time, the ubiquitous Morrison somewhat implausibly finding himself unmarked in the area at the culmination of a swift Mendez-Laing-inspired counterattack to find the corner with his 7th goal of the season as Hull's protestations for offside were ignored, to leave Cardiff on the cusp of promotion. and Warnock, contemplating his own small place in EFL history, as the heavens opened in the KCOM Stadium swiftly emptied. Hull's post-match lamp of appreciation proved a rather somber, if not a little damp, affair, given that apart from the occasional high, this has largely been a campaign to forget. It's just a real disappointment, manager Nigel Adkins conceded, his side a modest 7 points above the relegation zone ahead of their final game, at Brentford. Didn't pass the ball well enough and didn't do ourselves justice. It's well done to Cardiff, they've put themselves in the box seat to make it into the Premier League, and that would be a fantastic achievement for Neil and his players.